YouTube friends. Welcome to my Sunday Sewing Live. Today is August 28th. It's about 1 p.m. I'm coming on a little bit earlier. I don't know why, just because I wanted to. Sorry about that light. Gosh darn it. So, see, we have about 4 people waiting, so hopefully, let's see. Hi, Karen. Hi, Laura. Trying to make it so that light isn't blurring in there. So let me get situated. Okay, let's see. Let's bring up my live on here. Hi, Becca. How's it going? I loved your project today, the diamond painting. I might have to try that, but like what you were saying, go with a little project. I like that idea. It was a great idea. I would definitely try that and see if you're going to like it first. So anyway, let's see who we have here. It was a great little project though. Hi, Teresa. You've been waiting. Thank you for waiting. Good to see you. So I said hi to Karen, Laura, Becca. We have Amy. Hi, Amy. Brenda. Hi, Ginger. And Liz. Hello, Liz. Hi, Tracy. Amy took a nap. I haven't had a nap today. I'm trying not to take a nap because I haven't been sleeping very well. And it might be because I'm taking a nap for too long. So, no nap for me yet, but the day is young. I might still get a nap. Hi, Marie. Okay, yeah, that'd be fun. Becca said it was fun. She thinks she might keep on working on her diamond painting while I'm live. Yeah, I thought it was very relaxing, and sometimes we just kind of need that repetitive work, I mean, it keeps you from thinking about other things, but not that much. You still got to concentrate somewhat, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, her life was very relaxing. I agree, Amy. And then I could barely hear her little music in the background, and that was relaxing too. Hi, Doreen. Hi, Marie. Hi, Patty. And let's see who else we got. Doreen, Amy, Marie, Patty, Tracy from Sojourney. Hi, Kim. Hi, Judy. Judy said she took a nap. Boy, it must be the nap day. And her phone woke her up. I've gotten to where I'm hiding the house telephone or unplugging it when I take a nap because it seems like the telemarketers start calling about 1 or 2, and that's usually my nap time. So, hi, Shirley. Oh, I just want one. She's sending hugs. I'll take it. It was a heavenly live. I agree. Oh, what did Kim? Something happen? Just checking in, leaving a thumbs up, not having a good day. Oh, Kim, I'm sorry. Prayers and hugs go out to you, Kim. I hope you get to feeling better. I don't like those days. Oh, okay, I think I got... Hi, Barbara. Hi, Gladys. Okay. Let's see. Are you guys ready for today's project? This project today is brought to you... Brought? Yeah, I can't talk. To you by Amy C, because she's the one that gave me the idea. Hi, Mary. Hi, Jackie. Hello, Nancy. So we are going to do, or Amy and I anyway, are going to do placemats. Yep, that's what we're going to do. And because I want to give you guys ideas on how to use those panels, I'll be making placemats out of these panels. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, believe this or not, I have never made a placemat. Oh darn, and I forgot my plate. Oh well. I'll just fudge it. So I don't know if there's a actual placemat size, normal size. So I'm just going to go with how big I want to make it. And also, I'm going to put borders, etc. on it, because my panel pieces, or I'll call them panel blocks, are like 11 3/4 thereabouts. Now I could have, let me show you the panel. I could have made them a little bit bigger, or I could have made them a little bit smaller. Like, I couldn't really make them bigger other than, adding material around it. That's how I'm going to make it bigger. So, I agree, Barbara. Barbara said, you need to turn the phone down and leave in another room when you take a nap. That's true. My favorite place to take a nap is on the couch, which really annoys my husband, because then he's got to walk around really quiet. But our couch is really firm, and I could put the heating pad on my back, in the back of the couch. I can cuddle up to the back of the couch. I don't know. I just like sleeping there. Hi, Scrunchy. How's it going? So anyway, this panel had 6 blocks that you could cut out, and I'm going to do fall, and they're pretty much the same. This one, there's 3 like this, and then 3 with the pumpkin. Okay, so I got all mine cut out and ready to go. You could do 4 if you just want 4, or you could just do 2. And, you could do 2 if you know somebody else who there's 2 people in their family, then, send them 2 instead of 4, right? So it's really, I think it's really pretty. And I didn't really want to go like just Halloween, because not everybody likes Halloween. So but I'll just try fall. Now I got this panel in a kit that I bought a couple of years ago. Got it on sale at a local quilt store. It was called Bountiful Harvest. There's the quilt. And I really liked the fabric that was in there. I didn't necessarily care about doing the quilt. I just liked the fabric. So I think this is going to be a great use of this fabric. It's just go ahead and make some placemats. So, okay. And I think there was quite a bit of fabric in that, because the quilt is like 56 by 56, so there was quite a bit of fabric in there. The other reason I liked the fabric is all the purple because you know I love purple. So, finally going to use up that fabric maybe. Hi Marla. Hello Tracy Albert. Yeah, you could make mug rugs. You could make pillows. These would make really cute pillows, you know, for the fall on your couch. Yeah, you can make a mug rug out of it, or just all kinds of things. Wall hanging, do a wall hanging. You could do a table runner if you wanted to. Nancy, she said, will you use these as gifts? Yes, yes, I will. So, yeah, the panels are really neat, Amy. Hi, Kay. Hi, Mary Jane. Gift bags, that's a good idea. So, Amy C., who is in the chat right now, she was talking about that she needed to get some of these placemats done because her quilting group, I can't remember what she said, and Amy, maybe you could say it in the chat, but they give out these placemats to charity, but I can't remember the charity name. So, and I think, was it like over 300 that they give out every year? And this year they wanted fall, I think they want fall and Christmas, or maybe Halloween and Christmas. So maybe Amy can write something about it in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make all 6, but I'm going to keep 2 of them for myself, and then the other 4 I'm going to send to Amy so she can donate them to her quilting group. So yeah, it's a gift, it's a donation. So Amy could put that plug in there she would like. Okay, she says the Quilt Guild gives them to Meals on Wheels. Awesome. The goal is 300. They are short on fall, Halloween, and Christmas. So Amy, my email address is in the description box below the video. So if you want to send me an email, or you can send me something on Messenger and send me your address. When I get these done, I will mail them out to you. So that'll help. That should help. So you're welcome, Amy. She said they are at 55% of their 300 goal. Cool. Okay, great, Amy. Okay, so let's get going. I don't know how many people we have here. 40 something. Awesome. Don't forget that thumbs up, people. Pay your rent. All right. So, let me bring that down just a little bit. Sorry, I didn't mean to jerk you. So I have most of my fabric cut out already. And what I decided to do was have a 2.5-inch strip up here on this side and this side, but that actually might be too big. So I'm gonna check it out and see how big it is if I did it that way. So, and I'm not gonna consider the cell or the seam allowance in my measurement. I'm just gonna play it by ear here. I mean, I could figure it out, but... And one on the side. Here like that. Okay, I gotta go down a little bit. Okay, I think that might be too... It's going to end up being about... Maybe I will do the seam allowance. I said I wasn't, but I think I will. That then, it's pretty close. And then there. So 16 inches this way, you know, deep. Is that too big? I think it might. I think it should be smaller. Maybe I'll do these. So I'll wait. Amy, tell me what size are your placemats? Hi, Courtney. Hi, Dorlyn. Hi, Carrie. And then I'll write it down. Or if anybody else out there knows typical size of placemats. I guess I should have looked it up. And then I'm going to have a bigger piece on this end. So that looks like about 16 by 18. 12 by 17, give or take. Okay. So I think I'm going to cut these in half because I still want that color on the bottom. Okay. So if I do that, I can leave the 2.5 inch strip. 12 by 17. Okay. Go down like that. And then about like that. Okay, that'll be about 14 by 17. Yeah, that'll work. Jim said he makes placemats all sizes. Okay. You're not late. You took a nap? You're the third person that has said they took a nap. You're not feeling well, Nancy? I'm sorry. You and Kim must have the same bug. I have written patterns that say finished at 12.5 by 17.5. Okay. Now I wanted this piece to be a little bit bigger over here in a different color because that's where my silverware is going to go. Now I know some people put silverware on the left-hand side. You know, I think your fork and spoon and your knife goes over here or something. I don't remember. But I'm not going to be fancy. If you want to do it fancy, then and you want it to be accurate, then maybe put your bigger piece on the other side. It's totally up to you. But mine's going to be on the right. The other thing I thought would be really cute, but I'm not going to do it, would be have a little pocket right here to put your silverware in. which would be really cool. You could roll this whole thing up, put your silverware in there, roll this whole thing up and take them on the picnic with you. So I think that would be neat. Yeah. So if I was going to do that, I would just cut another piece of material out of here and fix it so that maybe I will do two that have the pocket, but for now I'm just going to do the ones without the pocket. Okay, so I get the ones with the pocket and Amy gets the ones without the pocket. Marla said my silverware goes on the right side also. Brenda says, I have Margaret's Jelly Roll placemats and they measure 14.5 by 19.5. Wow, those are pretty big. Oh, Amy, that's cool. She said the guild does 3 projects: placemats, pillowcases for children in the hospital, and quilts for the Department of Children and Senior Services. Awesome. Laura said, I think the pocket idea is a great idea. Nancy says silverware on the right. Well, my husband's mother, I'm pretty sure that when she set the table for Christmas or Thanksgiving, that the silverware, the fork, the napkin, the fork, and the spoon went on the left, and the knife went on the right. I don't know. She hasn't been around in a while, so I can set my table any way I want to now. All right, let's get going. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a couple of these in half. The other ones are okay. And then I'll tell you what. I should have figured it out before I already cut these, but that's all right. I tend to change my mind a lot, right? So 1/2 of 2.5 would be 1 1/4, right? 1 1/4 and 1 1/4 is 2.5. So yeah. So a couple of these are going to measure 1 1/4. So when I get done sewing, they're just going to be 3/4 inch on the top. Yeah, that'll work. That'll be fine. And get my bag. Okay, thanks, Amy. Okay, there's one of those. And I think I'll just cut one more. I might need more than that, but this purple fabric is so pretty. Look at that. Can't really tell it's purple on the screen, I don't think, but the design is really pretty on it. Make sure I have these. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty straight. My stomach is starting to growl. Hope you guys can't hear that. I was gonna make me a drink, a smoothie, but the husband needed my help, and so I was helping him. He wasn't done needing my help, but I'm like, well, I either got to go extend my lifetime when it starts, or you're going to have to wait till I'm done. He goes, okay, go. I'll wait. He needs to take a little bit of a break from it anyway, because I don't want him to overdo it. I think moving furniture around was what put him in AFib to begin with. So, okay, I'm just going to cut the salvages off there. Those are gone. Cut these off too. I do have like quite a few placemats and in storage, but I never use them, honestly. My husband uses the kitchen table for his leather work, and he's got his computer on it and all that, so we never really eat at the kitchen table. And it's funny, when we first moved in here, the table was nice and clean all the time, and he's like, and we ate there all the time, you know. That lasted about until winter came. And then you can't go outside and do projects and stuff, and so we started using the table for our projects, and it never stopped. Hi, June. That is a gorgeous purple, huh? Excuse me. Thank you, Jim. Let's see. Hi, Jackie. My grandmother was English, so knife and spoon on the right. Oh, okay. Fork on the left, on top of the napkin. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Well, my mother-in-law was from Tennessee, down south. I know there was some way. I'm like, why do you put the fork over there? Well, because English used the fork in their left hand, right? And so that's why they put it over there. Well, I don't do it that way. I use my fork in my right hand and my knife in the left. So, okay. We've got those cut out. I'll go ahead and cut the selvage off of this other strip that is 2.5. And I'm going to have to make my dog move. Hi, Nancy, because she's right in the way. I checked the sewing room today earlier for any spiders that might be crawling around. I didn't find any. And the spider that I sucked up in the vacuum cleaner the other day, hopefully he was still in there. Oh my God, you guys. He was like, you know, the size of a quarter. I mean, that's with his legs all spread out. It was one of those wolf spiders. And that was the other day when I went live with Donna. And I guess I came up here about 15 minutes before our live was to begin. And I wanted to bring this other light over here. So I went over to the other side of the long arm, and I was going to unplug the standing lamp. And I went to reach down there, and that's where that spider was. Right on the carpet and the wall, right under that plug-in. I was like, I'm so glad I looked before I put my hand down there. And I come running back over here, and I said, Donna, I'm gonna have to give me a few minutes. I gotta go get the vacuum cleaner so I can suck up a spider before we go live, because if I wouldn't have, I would have been wondering where the heck that spider was the whole time during the live, you know. I mean, I don't mind spiders, I really don't, but they need to be outside. And usually I'll like try to catch the spider and put it in a jar and then take him outside, you know, because I think spiders are good. They eat a lot of bugs and all that. But like, okay, if that spider would have made a nest, a cobweb somewhere, I might have left him there for a little while, but he was just hanging out, crawling on the ground. And I don't want him crawling up my leg and freaking me out. Okay. So, and if you've been with me long enough, like Kim and June, Brenda, there have been a couple of times that I've been opening a package like Sew Sampler or doing a haul, and all of a sudden I look up because out of the corner of my eye I see a spider walking by, and then I'm like jump out of the camera. I'm like, son of a gun. Yeah, and I do the spider dance. Yep. So anyway, and like I said, I checked earlier. Nancy says, I can see you doing the spider dance. And we kept getting bit by something in bed a few weeks ago. And we don't have like bed bugs or anything like that around here. I really should be sewing. But so I tore the bed apart and I found spiders. I found 2 spiders in the bed. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, so we're getting bit by spiders. That's not good. So I tore everything apart. I pulled the bed out from the wall and cleaned behind the curtains, did all that stuff, and then I bombed the bedroom. Bug bombed the bedroom, put all clean sheets on and all that stuff. So I kept it close up for about 4 hours or so, and then I went in and aired it out, and we haven't been getting bit anymore, so that's good. Yeah, so anyway, all right, let's get to sewing. Let's sew. So I'm going to move the camera over this way a little bit so I don't have to actually turn it, because if I turn it, then you're going to get that shine of that light. I actually need that light on. Willa, honey, you're going to have to get out of the way. Sorry. Sorry. I know. You don't want to get out of the way. I know you don't want to get out of the way. But Mama's going to move the chair over there. Can you move? Oh, you didn't want to get up. Did you have a hard walk? Now that's right in the... Well, that might be okay. We'll try it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to move the camera, you guys. There. Okay, that ought to work. I'm going to have to read what Shirley said. When I was changing the tool on the end of the vacuum hose, I sent the hose down and a mouse ran into it. Turned the vacuum on and quickly changed the bag. Oh, oh my goodness. You know, when I sucked up that spider, I had the crevice tool on there, and I thought, boy, I hope this, because that spider was, honestly, you guys, that spider was big, and I thought, I hope this crevice tool isn't too narrow to suck that spider up, or he gets stuck in there, you know. Too funny. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to, my 1 1/4 inch strips, I'm going to So one on the top and one on the bottom. So we'll just start there. And I'm just going to go ahead and pin so it doesn't slip around. Yeah, I think it's getting to be that time of year. It's starting to cool off at night, and so now the spiders are starting to come in. I really need to bond the whole house, but that's going to take me, that's going to be pretty expensive because the house is like 3-story and each level is about 1,000 square feet. So, and you pretty much got to go do something. Maybe I could talk the husband into going fishing or something for the day. That would be fun. Okay, I got good enough thread on. Looks good. Make sure my setting is right. Here we go. Hope the sewing machine isn't too loud. Hello, S. Susan. Hello, Donna. Nancy says, I remember when I was a kid, I seen a mouse go into a spaghetti box, so I just put the lid down and was going to take it outside. That's good. And then what happened? Shirley says, I don't know if it's true. I heard peppermint will keep spiders away. Yeah, I don't know. What I need to do is spray around the house with Atraban. That's a chemical spray. And that keeps bugs, ants, and all that stuff. It's the same product that they use in like dairy facilities to keep the spiders and bugs down. And they actually, you can use it to spray it on, they spray it on cattle. So spaghetti went everywhere. Okay, that was Nancy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that strip off. Now normally I measure the strip size that I need, but that way you don't get any bowing. But this ought to work. Okay. Then I'm going to, so that was the top. Now I'm going to do the bottom. Same size strip. Yeah, maybe I could take the camper overnight. Oh, take the, let the house stay closed up overnight. That's probably a good idea. Because I'm probably going to have to put like 2 downstairs in the family room because it's pretty big. So it'll probably need 2 of those cans of spray. And then 1 in the bedroom, 1 in the pantry. So you're probably going to need 4 cans of that on every wall, I'm guessing. Hi, Dayla. How's it going? All right, what am I doing here? I'm going to pin that. It would be nice to take the camper out for a couple of nights, go fishing and camping. I'll see if he wants to do that. We haven't gone out since we got the tires fixed. Amy uses Raid barrier spray. It works for 6 months. Yeah, I don't know how long the Atraban lasts. But you usually get it in a like a feed store or, you know, a farm farm feed store. Or wherever you can get your chemicals from. And it's concentrated, so you have to mix it with water in one of those spray tanks. And read the instructions. I killed a few plants one time by, I thought it would be fine to spray them. They had spiders all over in them. And the spiders were actually choking the plant out. And I killed the plants because it had too much chemical. Or maybe the plant could have been on the way dying anyway. I don't know. Yeah, that's true, Nancy. She said only men don't read. She means the instructions. I know, I don't know. If I had $1 for every time I asked my husband, well, did you read the instructions? He'll come in and he'll be like, I can't get this darn thing to work right. Did you read the instructions? No. I thought I could do it without the instructions. So then I go read the instructions. Okay, I'm going to iron those back. I think some of you guys were on chat yesterday when I was talking about we bought a kite years ago, and I gotta let that heat up. We were on a job, one of his jobs over on the coast, the Pacific coast, Newport, Oregon, and he was doing a job out there. He was a commercial diver, welder. And it was really popular over there for people they had this kite shop. So we went in there one day and bought a kite, and so that we could fly the kite on the beach. That was a lot of fun. So we still had it. Well, the wind was blowing yesterday, and he's like, I think I'm going to go fly the kite. I'm like, that sounds like fun. And so I don't remember who I was watching on live. It wasn't during my live. It was after my live. And somebody said, oh, you ought to go take pictures of it. So I said, that's a good idea. I should. So I came upstairs, and I can see the backfield from the bedroom over here. And so I could just barely see him. So I'm sitting there trying to take pictures, and he can't get the kite to fly up in the air. The wind would blow, and then it would stop. So it was just like, wind gusts. Yeah. So finally I'm like, after about 15 minutes of watching him struggle, I'm like, I'm going to go help him. I'll be right back. So I went up there and tried to help him, like I held it up. And finally I told him, I said, when we were kids, we would run to get the kite going. He goes, I can't run. So I'm like, well, So then I had a bright idea. I'm like, well, why don't we take it back to the house, and I'll go through the sewing room to the upper deck, because we have a deck right over there, and you have the string, I'll have the kite, and then I'll let it go from up here. Well, because it's 3 stories, that's pretty high, and that ought to get the kite going. I thought it was a great idea. We didn't do it. He said, well, I really don't think the wind is blowing enough, so let's just wait. Isn't that cute, you guys? This is going to be so cute. Okay. So then on the outside, on the left-hand side, is going to be 2.5 inch. Yeah. I think I will like that. So I got this one cut. I'm going to turn this around because that's the way I do it. Anyway, I think it's funny. He's looking for things to do. So I think fishing is a great idea. As long as the weather is cooled off a little bit, we could go. Okay, what are you guys saying? Hi, Mona. She said, I love the pumpkin. Sorry, you guys, my asthma's kind of acting up today. Oh, okay, Amy. Said you just spray it along the baseboards and windows, but you have to keep the pets away for a couple of hours. Yeah, and that's not something I would want to use either if I had kids. Yeah, camping and fishing, that does sound like fun, Brenda. Okay, I need a drink of water. I loved fishing. And I love looking for rocks. You know, I walk along the water's edge and look for rocks. I could do that all day long. I'm doing pretty good today. Dayla, thank you. Hi, Jacqueline. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. That's funny, Shirley. Nancy said the older I get, the more male hormones comes out of me. So you don't read instructions? You didn't get notified. Well, it was a it was like I just popped on. I didn't schedule it or anything, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. Do I have another screen name? Thinking that was on Donna's channel. I don't. Yeah, I do have another channel name, but I never use it. But I was on Donna's was Homemade by Ying with Donna. That was on Thursday. We're doing the 3-yard quilts over there on Thursdays, so you guys should come join us. Mona said she uses vinegar along the baseboards. Huh, I never heard of that. Hi, my quilt projects. How's it going? Thanks for popping in. All right. I think I'm caught up. If I missed something, hi, Pam. You're making disappearing 9 patch? Is that the one you're talking about? That question was for Pam. These really should not take that long, honestly. You know, if I wasn't talking so much, I'd probably have 3 done by now. Oh, darn it. Did it come undone? No? Okay. I thought my thread came undone. Oh, 4 patch. Okay. we're trying to move like an entertainment center around downstairs in the basement. And we're just not as young as we used to be, you know. I mean, if I had my choice, I would call a couple of young guys and ask them to come help. Really, that would be the thing to do, but no way would my husband go for that. So we can only do a little bit at a time, because we got to move it from outside to inside. And the last time we muckied around with that, trying to do that, he went into AFib. So I hope that doesn't happen this time. And if it does, then I will definitely insist that we get somebody else to bring it in, because we can't have that. Ooh, this is looking so pretty. All right. Now we have, this is, my right side is going to have a 4-inch piece on it. And it's going to have, you know, gourds with the same color, dark purple, just a different pattern. But I just wanted that side to be a little bit bigger where my silverware goes. Cut that off. Really pretty fabric. And the purple just makes that orange and stuff really stand out. Oh, I don't know, Dorlin. She said, is the salmon swimming up the Snake River yet? Don't they do that in the spring? You can camp and catch the salmon. She said they did that a lot when they lived in Blackfoot. Isn't Blackfoot south of Boise? Oh, no. Where is Blackfoot? I can't remember. Hi, Linda. I live in northern Idaho, Pam. Hi, Katrina. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Hi, Janine. TeresaLouise, what is the name of the fabric you are using for the placemats? Let me look, see if there's a name on one of them. No name on that one. Let me see if it says it on the quilt one. It's called Blessings 3, a collection from Studio E Fabrics. And for those of you that weren't here earlier when I said, I actually got, this came in a kit for a quilt. But I'm using it for placemats. But I'm still going to save the pattern. The pattern is called Bountiful Harvest. Okay, here we go. I'll read the comments in just a minute. So if there is something that you want me to see that I haven't yet, I'll go back, a little ways in the comments, but I just poked myself. A little bit of blood, but I didn't get on the fabric, so that's good. I'd probably get done faster too if I didn't pin it, but I like to pin, especially when I have such a long straight seam. Okay. Amy, how are you coming along? How many have you gotten done so far? Probably a lot more than me. But that's okay. Okay, that should be good. Now we can cut that piece off and press it. Make sure it's nice and lined up well. You're keeping everything straight. Hi, Terry. You're a turtle. You haven't even made one yet? Okay, I got one done. Yippee! Or have I? Do I want to put another piece of material over here? Well, let me iron it and see, maybe. Okay, here it is. Pretty, pretty. Let's see what it measures out to. It's 13 by 17 1/4. So that would be all right, huh? I'm glad that I kept this light color around the block, this color, instead of cutting it all the way around into the white, because that kind of helps frame it out. It looks more like a picture frame that way. So there's one, yay. So I'm not going to put another piece on this side, but it did get kind of wonky, so I'm going to square that up. I don't know why it got wonky, but I think what I'm going to do is make it line it up on my mat here. And then I will just, I'm going to cut it off at 17. And just kind of make sure everything's squared up. That looks good. Okay, so it's going to be 17. And then I'm going to do the binding. If I have enough, I think I'm going to do the binding in that purple. So that was the most I had. Or I might do it in a lighter one. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with that. I wouldn't mind it being a little bit longer. Maybe 18 inches. Because your plate is going to take up pretty much this whole area right here. So maybe I should have done this one at 5 inches. I could put another 2.5 inch strip right here. But if I do that, I'm probably going to not have enough for the other 6. So, all right. I'll take a break for just a minute and see what everybody's saying. All right. I'm going to go up until I find a question that I've seen already. Beverly. Hi, Beverly. I have a question for everyone. I have to cut a 58.5 inch piece strip, but my mat is only 36 inches. How do I measure that to cut? Well, I guess I would fold the fabric. Let's see, 36 and 36 is 272 inches. So that'd probably be too big. Also, you could use a tape measure. Like, sometimes what I do is put it on my long arm, you know, the fabric, and then I use a tape measure, and then I mark how many inches I need that way. But you probably don't have a long arm, so you could put it on the floor and use a tape measure, and then mark it at the 58 inch mark. Yeah, so Terry said fold it in half. So if you have like 2 yards and you fold that in half, then divide 58.5, and that'll tell you how much you need to cut. Does that make sense? Okay, now people are saying that's pretty. Katrina wanted to know if anybody was near Lebanon, PA. Amy said it doesn't help that I have changed my mind about 16 times. I know. That's the designing process, right? But once you get it down, then the rest should go pretty quickly. Oh, thank you, Terry. 29.25 inches for half. I was going to have to get my calculator out. Linda says that's pretty. That's okay, Judy. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great weekend. My Jim says my wife said to make some with the wide strip on the left for lefties. That's a good idea. Amy says my first fabric was to juvenile, so I will make a pillowcase with it. My second may be too spooky. The third is just right. That's funny. Okay, Mona. She said it's nap time. Okay, I think that's all I see. All right. So I think, what did I say? 13 by 17. That's probably big enough, don't you guys think? All right. So go ahead and get started on the next one. Do the top. Now, the other thing, if you don't want to make placemats and you actually want to just make a quilt, you could do like make 3 of these just like this with this piece on the right, and then do 3 of them with this piece on the left, and then set it out. As a matter of fact, if I get these all done, I was going to say I could put them on the design board and see what that looks like. And, you know, you could make a quilt instead. But, all right. But that's not what I am doing today. Go ahead and pin this up. Oh, it's already after 2 o'clock. Wow. Well, it's been an hour. If you haven't stood up and stretched, you might want to do that. Go get a drink of water or something that you like to drink. So remember I had that little cute cup in my yard sale stuff that I showed you guys yesterday. I drank coffee out of that this morning. Definitely doesn't hold as much as my regular coffee cup. I just drank 1 cup out of it. Although the one thing is I could drink probably 6 cups of coffee instead of 3 if I used the smaller cup. But I did feel very special as I was drinking it. Very dainty. I think I'm going to save it for tea, though. I like that it's really light. Of course, if I put less coffee in my big cup, it would be light also. I know, I'm such a girl. Oh no, Jim. The ice cream melted in your pop. Now he has colored water. That's not good. Yeah, you got to make sure your pop is cold before you put ice cream in it. I love a Pepsi float. Oh. Or a ginger ale float. Those are good too. Now I want ice cream. When I go to the store today, I'm going to have to pick up some ginger ale. Thank you, Jim. Hi, Moldy Lasagna. That's true. Oh, there goes my stomach again. I did have a bagel this morning. A half a bagel, not the whole bagel, just one side, with cream cheese and strawberry preserves on it. It was so good. But that was pretty early this morning. So I was going to make my breakfast drink that I usually have to have for lunch today, but I didn't get that done before we went live. Oh well. I don't think you guys can hear it growling. Actually, time for dinner here. See you guys later. Bye. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. If you're not a member of the Facebook group and you do have Facebook group and you'd like to join, the link is in my description box. In fact, I think I think the bot is going. Let's try it. Let's see. I know, it does look like a wooden frame, huh, Sheila? What fabric is that? Does anybody remember what I said? It is fabric by, it's called Blessings 2 collection from Studio E Fabrics. And it came with a panel and then this other fabric. And it was a kit for a quilt, but I decided to make placemats. That one. Oh, yep, it works. There's the Facebook group. Be sure and answer there's a couple of questions, real easy questions. Be sure and answer those questions, and then I'll approve you, and then you can post your whatever it is you're working on, your projects. It doesn't always have to be sewing related. If you have crafty projects that you do, you can post those too. Or recipes for really good, for really good food. I always enjoy a good recipe. There's that one. Okay, so 2.5 inches on this side. Here we go. See, this doesn't really take that long once you get going and you have it down what you want to do. Of course, they still have to be quilted and all that, and the binding. But the top goes pretty fast. It's after 5 here, and I just ate breakfast. Oh, you finally ate, Terry? It's a little bit after 2. Yeah, it's 2:15 right now. On my side of the world. I think it's time I could go ahead and take that air conditioner out of the window. It was really cold this morning. It was like 32, almost 32. It was cold. I haven't used that air conditioner very much after all that pain in the you-know-whatty to get it put in there. But having it in the patio door, I can't even go out on the deck or anything. I kind of miss that. I'm going to bring up the other air conditioner that is portable. It's on rollers. And it won't take up as much space. Alright, there's that one. Lasagna says, hers runs 10 months out of the year. Oh my goodness. I bet that makes for quite the power bill. I actually had to turn my heater on this morning just to kind of get the chill out of the house. I didn't turn it up very high because I knew I would have the doors open before too long, you know, but 91 there today, Jim. Oof. That's nice and warm. Okay. Now the big piece. There we go. This is kind of fun, you guys. You know, I think it's fun to do these little projects once in a while. You know, that just are going to get done quicker than like a quilt. Kind of fun just doing a small thing. Hi, Kathy. Heat index is 101. Oof. Oh, that's not too bad. She said her bill is around 85 to 100. That's not too bad. And then the other months, do you have to turn the heat on? Or is it just nice enough that, you know, you don't need the heater? Hi, Patty. No, I'm not ready for winter either, Patty. To tell you the truth. Not at all. Not snow. I'm up for a little cooler weather that stays around. Oh, 82 is fine. Brenda says 92 here in Kentucky. That's not too bad. No heat in your house at all? Yeah. I think that's what we need. We thought about moving south, but I don't want to pack all this stuff up, really, I don't. If we move, then we're going to have to get the movers in. Oh, Pam Weber says, let me show I have a group page if anyone would like to join. Hopefully soon I will be starting a YouTube page. Awesome, Pam. That's cool. Kathy says it's 76 there in Washington. Perfect weather. I agree, Kathy. That's awesome. Lasagna is going to have rain and lightning in about 15 minutes. Uh-oh. Well, I wouldn't mind some rain. You can keep the lightning though. Don't want no lightning. Don't need no fires. Knock on wood. I don't think we have any fires real close to us like we did last year, so that's good. Okay, that one's done. You're kidding, Terry. She said it's 77 here and she has the air on. Well, that's pretty close to needing the air, I suppose. Okay, there's the next one. So we have the gourds. And then we have the pumpkin. I love this one. That's my favorite one. Okay, let me measure this. Make sure it's 17 inches because that's what I'm going for. Pretty close. Lasagna says, where in Idaho are you? My family is in Idaho Falls. That is way, way south of me. I'm way north of that. I would say I'm like northern central Idaho. If you look on the map and you find Grangeville, I'm in that area. Grangeville is the closest bigger city to us. Okay, that one's ready. 2 down, 2 to go. So one more this way with the gourd and one more with the pumpkin. See if I have enough of this one on top. I'm going to have to get a new strip for the next piece, which is fine. Lasagna said, I was there in 67, 68 when I was 4, but that's it. Jackie says 103 in the middle of the Arizona desert. Oops, she just retracted that message. Yeah, the fan. Now I could see a fan, Terry. I would have a fan on. Does anyone remember the name of this kit? The kit was called Bountiful Harvest, and it was a kit for a quilt. And I bought this about 3 years ago at a local quilt shop. So I don't know if you can still get it, but you're welcome to look. The kit is called Bountiful Harvest, and the fabric is Blessings 3 collection from Studio E. Blessings 3 3 by Studio E. You have both going. Oh, that's awesome. I love that when that happens, Dorlyn. She said it just started raining. It's cooling off fast. I love a summer rain. That's the best. I'm making 4 placemats to send to Amy to donate to her sewing guild. And I'm making 2 for myself. So 6. I'm making 6 altogether. They donate placemats to Meals on Wheels. If I remember that correctly. Do you need me to hold that up a little longer, Sheila? Let me know. Yes, Teresa, Meals on Wheels. So I'm just going to put a plug-in out there. If anybody wants to donate some placemats, get a hold of Amy. I'm sure she would love to have some. Oh, that's awesome, Terry. So I thought I would just help Amy out. And I thought it sounded like a great project. She mentioned it the other day. And I'm like, oh, I can do that. And I knew I had this. And I knew I wasn't going to, you guys, I have so many quilts made, quilt tops made that I need to quilt, that I just need not to make any quilts for a while. So I want to make other things that don't take too long. Well, I didn't cut this one right to fix that. So when Amy mentioned this the other day in one of the chats, I'm like, I love that idea. I want to do that. So, whoops. No pressure on anybody. Just, if you feel like it, you want to help her out, then I'm sure she would love it. Oh, I cut my finger again. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I love charity too. Oh, you got it? Okay, Sheila. Great. Sorry, I didn't see your message up there earlier. I don't think I bled on this, so that's good. But I need to quit poking myself. Let's see, Teresa says, I'm doing the very same thing. Like you, I have a ton of quilt tops that need to be quilted. Yeah, and I have the long arm, so there's really no excuse. Well, I guess I do have an excuse. I was pretty busy there for a while doing client quilts, but, and I have one more somebody brought me the other day, so I got to get going on that, but that'll be tomorrow project after I get done. And I'm trying to come up with, things that we can do on Sundays that also make great gift ideas. Because, Christmas is really only like 4 months away. And so I do have a few videos out there already. And later today I'm going to make a playlist. So you can just go to the playlist and find different videos that will have ideas for gifts, gift ideas. And this is one of them. I see so many comments the closer we get to Christmas of what's a good gift idea for so and so, and you know, so yeah. Amy, are you on the Facebook group? I can't remember. That might be a good way to get a hold of you. What batting am I using? I went through my scraps and looked for some batting that was really flat. So I found it, and I'm really not sure. I want to say it's 100% cotton, but it's really low loft. Oh, geez, I forgot about that, lasagna. I guess I had to learn your name, your real name. She said, doing pretty good, but my 3 a.m. to 8 p.m. paving week 2 starts in the morning. Ugh. Yeah, I would say ugh. Hi, Dawn. Yeah, a little bit, but we're still here. Tallahassee. I like that name. Oh, your name is Sean? Okay, I'll try and remember that. I'll write it down. Okay. Dayla has family all over Florida. I have an aunt and cousins that live in Florida, but I have not seen since I was probably 14. And actually, I haven't even met those cousins except for when Facebook came out and everybody got their Facebook. That's when I finally actually met them, was up through Facebook, and know what they look like. They sure look a lot like my uncle. Or one of them does anyway. I've never been to Florida. I have been to a lot of states. I think I counted them up once. I've been to like 28 states, but Florida's not one of them. Hi, Gay. How's it going? Good to see ya. All right. Gotta iron those now. Amy, when do they need these by? Do you know? Is there a deadline? this looks a little tweaked there, but sometimes those panels aren't quite lined up right. Okay, there's that one. Oh, yay! Awesome, Gay. She said her shoulder is almost healed up so can start sewing again. Okay, Amy. I get you. She said she's trying to finish the Halloweens before September 9th because she won't be able to turn them in before Halloween. Well, these aren't really, I mean, you could use them for Halloween, the ones I'm making here, but you can use them all year for fall. Christmas will be turned in October. Okay. Sean says, my mom had in 63 in Idaho when he was in the Navy and they moved to Connecticut and she only went back to visit a few times. Huh. My husband was born in Connecticut. And I think he was about 8 years old when they moved to California. His dad was an engineer for aerodynamics, so he went to work at some airplane outfit up there in California. Then I think they went back to Connecticut for a little while, a couple of years, and then they went back to California. But I don't think I've been to Connecticut. Pretty much lived out west, you know, Idaho, Oregon, Washington, California. Those are the states I've lived in. And as far as out of country, I've only been to Canada. I haven't even been to Mexico. There's that one. Now I need the big one. My microphone is too loud. That's the first time anybody's told me that. Oh, for the sewing machine, you think? You could turn yours down. Okay, I can do that for Brenda. Dayla said, I didn't think so. Hi, Miss Martin. How are you doing? Sounds okay to her. Do you have your earbuds in, Gladys? Northrop. I don't know. It was by, I want to say it was by Sunnyvale. Hi, Quilting Compound. How's it going? I love that little quilt show you did the other day. Well, it's probably been a week or so now. That was awesome. You have some beautiful quilts. If you guys haven't checked out her channel, you gotta go check it out. Oh, that's great. Got the cast off your arm now. Jim says the sound is good. Was it just too loud during the sewing machine? Patty says sound is good. Yeah, you can always turn your volume down. That is true. Mary says sound is good. Oh, thank you, Becca. Hi, Mary. Let's see. Oh, you have hearing aids? Well, you can still turn the volume down on whatever device you're using. Can't use earbuds when you have hearing aids. That's for sure. Well, I guess if Amy doesn't want to put her address out there, my address is in the description box down below. You can always mail everything to me, and then I could mail them to her. So, I know that's kind of double mailing it, but or I'll just let Amy figure out a way to work it. But you're welcome to do that way also. I posted a 3-yard quilt for a foster girl in your Facebook group. If anyone wants to message me, they can about sending placemats. Okay, Amy, there you go. And my Facebook group is private, so only the people in the group who have answered questions and been approved, I like to make sure they're actually people who sew or quilt or whatever. And so you can work it out that way. I don't know if it's Northrop or not. I'd have to ask Brandon, Terry. Yeah, they can use for Thanksgiving. I agree. I know, Marla, the panels, a lot of times the panels are not lined up right. Sometimes you have to spray them real heavy with water and then, stretch them out or iron them out and then pin them so that you can re-stretch them. I'm doing a lot of hand movements there, but if you understand what I'm talking about. Can you guys hear Willa snoring? Okay. That's a good idea, Marla. Is there an address for the guild we could just mail it to, like the president or something? That's a good idea. You can hear her? That's funny. I'm surprised. She's right under the table, and you could hear that. That's funny. Jim said he used to make those fabric books. Those are really fun to try and line up. Oh, I bet. Amy says, Marla, I will see if I can find a mailing address to send our community service donations. The Guild web page is terrible. I might have to email the person in charge to find out. Okay. Just let us know in the Facebook group, Amy. Okay, sounds good. That's what Amy just said too. Okay, almost done with this one. My mouth gets really dry with all this talking. So, a couple of comments on Becca's channel today, on So Becca. We kind of have a little bit in common about our work history and school history. The only thing I played in school, instrument-wise, was a flute. Later on, I learned how to play guitar, but I was already out of school then. I do have a banjo, and I try to play it every once in a while. So I do love music. But when I went to college, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to take. And so I started taking computer science and accounting. Some of those classes could go credits for either direction. So then I was doing just really good in the math classes. So I figured accounting, you would always need that, you know. This is back in 1985. So I just went ahead and went for the accounting stuff. Then, in 92, I think it was, I got a job. Well, I had a job at the bank, and I got moved into the IT department, and I did that for quite a few years, and then I was wishing I would have really gone to computer science because, you know, I did IT for years. And that was for Key Bank down in Boise. I don't know if they're still around or not. Or Key Services. Okay. It looks a little wonky because I might have to do some stretching on that block. Or I might be able to fix it when I quilt it. Okay. And like her, she said she wanted to be a teacher. I did too. That was one of the things that I really wanted to do, was teach. Not really little kids, but I did do quite a bit of teaching when I was at the bank in IT, because that was out when the computers were first coming out, when IBM came up with OS 2. And then later on in life, after I left the bank, because I got kind of burnt out on that. A lot of hours in IT, especially when you're putting in new software and all that stuff. Okay, that one's done. So that's number 3. Yay! So here's another one. But I did take a lot of classes, computer classes, when I worked for the bank. Okay, so those two are for me, so I'll set these aside. This one's kind of wonky too. What the heck? Okay. Top and bottom. And I didn't get a student loan. I worked up to 3 jobs at different times to pay for school. And sometimes I would have to put part of it like on a credit card, and then I could just make payments on that credit card. And that's how I did it. And sometimes I couldn't afford to take a lot of credits each semester, you know. So I just took what I could afford. So it took me a long time to get through school. But, you know, sometimes that's the way you have to do it. My family wasn't rich. There wasn't any way I could like borrow money from my folks. They didn't have it. And I didn't go to college until 10 years after I graduated from high school. Would like to go back to school. I think that's what we should do as we get older. Take classes, you know, keep our brain juices flowing. And I put my husband through school. He was in IT. He actually went to like a trade school in Boise. But he's my ex. He's got a really good job now. He works for Hewlett Packard. I don't know if he's still working or not, or if he's retired. I haven't talked to him in forever, so there's. He was super brainy. He was really good at math. I was good at math, but not like calculus and all that other stuff. He was good at all that. He went into like computer programming. I was more into the software part. Software that was already made. Of course, we got a system in that was an imaging software, and I did help with a lot of, you know, working out the bugs and stuff like that in that program. I really liked computer science stuff, but I like math too. And I like creating things too. And it is fun teaching people, I think. Laura says, 100% agree with you about keeping the brain exercised. Definitely. And the doctor told us the other day that a lot of times people with hearing problems develop dementia because they're not exercising that part of the brain, where they're communicating all the time and can hear things and be a part of the conversation. So they really wanted him to get his hearing aids. Hi, Sue Allen. You want to, yeah, I'll show you the project I'm working on. Placemats. Today is Placemat Sunday. And I have 3 done. And this, the centers came from a panel. And there were 6 blocks in the panel. And I just cut out each one of those. And now I'm just framing it up with other fabric. I have 1 1/4 inch of fabric added to each, the top and the bottom. I have 2 1/2 inch on the left side, and then a different piece color fabric on the right side that is cut at 4 inches. Thank you for asking. I hope that answers all your questions. Thank you, Brenda. Hi, Carolyn. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Amy said my mom's hearing doctor told her the same thing. Exactly, Amy. I totally agree. Thank you, Brenda. Hello, TeresaLouise. I'm making, this is from Carolyn, placemats soon. Haven't been on in a while. Took a full-time job. Oh, I'm sorry. I bet you have been busy. Yes, I am in Idaho, Tracy. Oh, okay. My address, Tracy, is in the description box below this video or any of my videos. Just look in the description box, and my mailing address is in there. But I thought I gave it to you the other day. I can write it in the comments if you need it. Oh, really, Terry? She's getting her master's degree from YouTube University. That's great. I do that too. Yep, that's it. Thank you, Becca. I didn't know you were still here. I guess I should do a exclamation mark on my address stuff. That'd be good. Terry said, I graduated from college 10 years before I retired. Went full-time at night while working full-time during the day. Yeah. Amy's a student of YouTube University too. I used to be able to read music, and once I get back to playing my guitar or banjo, whatever, and I'm going through the books, I have to reteach myself because I go so long in between playing. I mean, there are some songs I can play on the guitar that I've known forever, and I don't have to read music for those at all. But the banjo I bought before I even retired, with the thoughts that when I do retire, I'll take up banjo. Well, I took up quilting instead. I had to sell that banjo, really. I was thinking about making matching napkins for my two placemats also, Jackie. I can't remember how old I was when I played flute. I want to say I was in the fourth grade. I was more into taking the art classes and stuff. Okay. I don't know, Jim. That's a good question. We got the encyclopedias out and we went to the school to take classes. Okay, there's the top and bottom. I need a new, I don't have enough on that one. Need a new piece. I did enjoy going to college, though. I had a lot of fun. Let's see, how old was I? 25, 6, 7, 27, thereabouts. And we lived in Washington over by Seattle at the time. Edmonds Community College. Kathy might have heard of that. Hi, Nancy. How are you doing? Yeah, just use Louise as my last name. Yep. They know at the post office who that is, so that works. Marla said it's 87 and it's muggy. I hate muggy. Okay, there's that one. What are you guys working on? Time is it? 3 o'clock. I've been on here for 2 hours. I was hoping to get all 4 of these done. And actually, I'm almost done, so. So let me know in the comments what you're working on today. It's really good to see you here, Jim. I don't see you very often. Of course, you could just be lurking other times. Oh, yes, Brenda, I am accepting quilt jobs. You betcha. You could message me on Messenger if you'd like. You're still painting with diamonds, Becca? Awesome. Oh, 1/3 of the heart is done. Oh, that's cool. And you're all done with the letters? Hi, Joyce. She's working on my favorite color is Moda Block 18. Yep, letters are done. Wow, you're going to get that done today. Mary's hand quilting. Dorlyn is binding a quilt. Terry's sewing another handbag. Just because I'm addicted to making them. Laura's working on a pineapple log cabin made with upcycled men's shirts. Cool. Okay, I'll be right back, you guys. Just give me a quick second. Okay, I'm back. Hey, I found that plate I was going. It was in the other room. I must have set it down in there. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Perfect, really. Yep, fits on there just fine. It's about the same size as a dinner plate. Gee whiz, it's almost perfect. All right. Let's see. Let's get this sewed. Let's see what everybody else said. Yep, letters are done. Hand quilting, I read that already. Dawn made chenille it to the Halloween quilt. Linda is fixing supper. Yum. What are we having, Linda? I'm making star legs for a scrappy 5-inch block. Tracy is working on Darth Vader cross stitch for her roommate while he is currently out of town working. I hope he's not watching this. Paula is working on the Tropics quilt kit that she got from Jordan Fabrics. Carolyn is making an eyeglass case for her aunt's birthday. Awesome. Katie finally got started on my daughter's bookcase quilt. Only had it cut out for 6 months. Rolly eyes. Okay, Amy says, according to the bylaws of the guild, addresses are not allowed to be given out to non-guild members, which makes sense because it's their home. If anyone prefers to, this will be continued on, not mail directly to my house, I will call my LQS, local quilt shop, and see if I can have items sent to them at my attention. They are not open until Tuesday. Okay, Amy, thank you. Teresa is working on placemats and IQ Designer. Oh, cool. Linda says Salisbury steak. Ooh, I haven't had that in a while. Mashed potatoes and green beans. 3 of my favorite things, Linda. Marla said the bookcase quilt is on her bucket list. I've thought about doing that one too. Tracy said he doesn't watch crafting videos. Good thing. Nancy said, hi, Becca. I enjoyed your diamond painting. I have 3 kits I bought about 3 years ago. Laugh out loud. I even have all the drills in containers. About time I start. I would say I had wild caught salmon with pineapple rice. Ooh. That was your breakfast, lunch, and dinner? That was Terry. Okay. Let's sew, because I'm almost done. Let's get her done. Oh, I'm supposed to take that pin out, not drive over it. We're going to probably go ahead and be done with this live just as soon as I get this done. I will tell you what I'm going to do next with this, though, before I stop for the afternoon. There's that one. Okay, now I need a 2.5-inch strip for this other side, and my 4th placemat will be done. Yay! You guys like me coming on at 1 o'clock, or is 2 o'clock better? Let me know in the comments or in the chat. Oops, I didn't get that one cut off straight. Let me fix that real quick. I wonder how I did that. It wasn't perfect. 1, 1. Hi, Sandra K. I thought maybe if I came on at 1, it'd give me a little more time in between my live and Tiffany's live, and that way I could, if I needed to take a nap in between, I could get that done before she comes on. Well, the good thing about it is I'm usually on for 2 hours. Sometimes a little bit longer. So some of you can start at 1 o'clock, and others can come on at 2, I guess. But I'm still curious. Up to you. You do you. Okay. Thanks, Jim. Yeah, I guess you can always watch the replay, but the thing about the replay is you can't participate in the chat, and some people like to do that. Other people just prefer to listen and while they're doing their projects, so that's good too. And then chat every once in a while. A lot of times that's what I do. On other people's lives. Unless I see a troll, then I'll jump in. If I'm a moderator, that is. Okay. Well, it'll either be 1 or 2, but I kind of like to have a set time, just because I think it's easier for everybody if they know what time you come on, you know, every week. It's done. It's done. I got 4 done, you guys. Okay, Pam. We'll see you later. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, I'm going to press this. I noticed that Margaret came on today. I haven't seen her in forever. Margaret Ewing. She was live today, but I didn't get to watch her. I'll have to go back and watch the replay. Okay, that's number 4. Number 4 is done. Yay. Now I just have 2 more to make. Mine, which I can do later. Or I could finish them up today. Okay. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do these on my long arm to quilt them. And I already have the backing. But I don't have it sewn together. I didn't have enough of this brown fabric. This fabric came with this kit. So that's going to be the backing on them, but I didn't have enough of this, so I did have this other piece, this red, kind of a really deep red, burnt red, maybe. Anyway, so I'm going to sew this on. So some of them will have this color, or they might have this and that. We'll see. And then I'm going to load this on the long arm and put them all out there and get them all done at one time. I was hoping to be able to do that today with you guys, but we ran out of time. So I will take pictures of the project when I'm done with it and post it in the Facebook group. So if you're not already in the Facebook group, I'll put that link here and you can go over and join the group. You just have to answer a couple of questions and then I'll approve you, and then you can start posting pictures and stuff. And those of you that want to help Amy out with these placemats, you can always send me a message, and then I'll get in touch with Amy or whatever. We'll work it out. We'll figure out a way. And like I said, you know, you're welcome to mail them to me and then I'll mail them on to her, but you know, that's double time postage, so. Okay, Amy, that'd be awesome. Oh, thank you, Becca. Appreciate that. Let's see. Dorlin, how do you load on the long arm? Ooh, that's another video. Do you have a long arm? Okay. Teresa. Teresa said maybe I can do a video showing how to load them on the long arm. Yeah, I might do that. You know, I might come back on later tonight after Tiffany. Or I could just do a regular video about how I would load them. I do it now, but I'm getting kind of tired, so I'm going to have to go lay down for a while. Oh, yes, but for quilts. Okay, well, let me see if I can describe it. You want to figure out what size backing you're going to need. And I'm going to have 6 of these, right? Because I'm going to have 2 of my own and 4 for Amy. And so I'm going to have 3 laid out on the long arm. So I'm going to load the back, put some batting down, and then I'm going to put these down on top of the batting, and I will, like I said, I'll have 3 going across. Now, the batting helps hold these down, and because your backing isn't going to be real long for this, it's not going to be hanging, it's not going to be in your way, nothing's going to be in your way on, in front of your belly bar, and so you can put your hand under there. And then, so what I do is I just take some pins and I pin the corner down, like, pin each corner down through all layers, 3, right? And then I'll pin all 3 down, and then all 3 down. So I'll have 6 altogether, right? And then I'll go along and do my basting stitch. And I keep mine at 4 on number 4. So for when I do a basting stitch, I like that better than the regular basting stitch. And so I'll baste the tops all down, and then I can baste the side, or you could go, this way. Anyway, you want to baste them all down, so you're going to have to baste them. And you can either baste it with needles like this, or you can do it with thread. Then I'll go back in and do my quilting in all 3, all 4. I'll probably have to roll my machine or roll my bars, and or yeah, you could go ahead and, that's a good idea, Shirley. I don't have any of that spray basting, but you could do that after you put your back on and then your batting. You could take some spray baste and spray your batting, and then put your table placemats on top, and that'll hold it down. That works really well. That's a good idea. Thank you, Shirley. And then I just go and quilt all of them, and I'm just going to do edge to edge, free motion. I'm thinking I'm probably going to do leaves, and I'm thinking about using orange thread, or it might be purple. Orange or purple. I'm not sure which. The orange would really show up everywhere. It's kind of a tangerine orange. Yeah, it's kind of a tangerine. So I hope that answers your question, but maybe I'll try later to do a video on that. But I do have to lay down. It does look like framed art pieces. No, I don't have a Pro Stitcher. I have a Qnique, a Grace Qnique. Orange. Jim says orange. That's Jim's favorite color, orange. Good morning, Janet. How are you doing? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm starting to get a headache, so. What dimensions did I end up with? 13 by 17. Oh, I'm glad you asked me that because I need to trim this one up. My last one I did. Okay. So that's how I pretty much I do it. Did you have any other question, Dorlin? It's a little more, finicky. You have to, play around with it. But when you have this many of the same thing, it's just so much easier. And you have a long arm, it's a lot easier just to go ahead and do it on a long arm. Okay. Yep, I'm going to, Jim. Thank you. No, I don't have a computer system on my long arm, Teresa. Like I can't type in a design and just let it run. I have to do it. But I did buy the machine that um, is compatible with the computerized system. So at some point, if I want to get that, I will. And I always thought I would down the line, especially if I keep doing more and more quilts for people. It'd be kind of nice just to have some edge-to-edge designs that I can pick and, let the machine do it so I don't have to stand there. Although I know I would be worried about it the whole time, so I'd probably be standing there watching it. What did you want, Willa? You ready for Mama to go lay down too? All right. Yep, I do it all freehand. So I can do just about any design. So I can look at different, designs, get them figured out, practice them for a little bit, and then just do them, Oh, you're welcome, Amy. I'm happy to. Yeah, if I take a nap on the couch, then yes, she'll get up on the couch and take a nap with me. If I take a nap in our bedroom, then no, I don't let her on the bed there. But she has her own bed right on my side. She has her own bed. And so, yeah, she'll come in and take a nap with me. I know, Teresa, you can't really walk away. But you can also do specialized quilting with it. Yep. Oh, I've heard those horror stories too, Brenda. She said, I hear more and more horror stories of people having open seams and the computer rip holes in the quilt. I've heard those too. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to walk away. And plus, when I'm doing a customer's quilt, I look that baby over really good. When when I have it basted down, or even before I baste it down, I'm touching it and looking for any open seams. And because I would rather fix it prior to me basting that quilt down, or having started quilting at all. So I try to look over everybody's quilts really good before I start. And even myself, my own quilt, sometimes seams pop open for whatever reason. Um, so it's good to just double check everything. That's one reason why a lot of times I will backstitch when I'm making my blocks, especially at the end of the project. Just go ahead and backstitch when you're putting on your extra borders. All those get backstitched. Thank you, Nancy. Okay, you guys, if there isn't any more questions, Marla wants to know if the placemats have to match. Okay, Amy said, no, they don't have to match. Typically, it's one person at a time. Cool, but one thing about match, there might be like 2 people in the house that gets the meals. I added a picture of the little spider in the Facebook group. Okay, Dawn, thank you. Oh, really? Good job, Brenda. She said she was checking her man's quilt. He made a lot of mistakes, and she made him go back and fix the seams. Yeah, I got to go lay down before Tiffany's live, definitely. Okay. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun on this project. If you have any questions about what's going on with this, go ahead and ask down in the comment section down below this video, or better over at the Facebook group, because then Amy would be able to answer them. So there's that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll see you around. See you all around on the tube. Love you guys. Thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, go make something. Bye.